Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, the show is about to begin. Please take your seats. Everybody seated now, do you think?
I'd be an active audience. I mean, it's a weekday morning, got to get to work.
All right.
So,
right.
So it's not a requirement.
No.
Okay.
I mean, no.
That would have been scary.
A lot like masks in Texas. Not a requirement. Just a good idea, I guess.
Ooh.
Sometimes.
No.
Some people think.
That's better.
So today is Freedom Day in Texas, part 2. And so if you want to wear a mask, guess what? You still can. But if you don't want to wear a mask, you don't have to.
Wow.
So that seems like the way it should be, maybe.
So you have a choice now?
Yeah, there's a choice. Yeah. Are you pro-choice? Yeah, I am with masks.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's been over 8 months. It was July 2nd that stupid edict came out.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think in Tarrant County, they're going to require you to wear a mask in county buildings. So if you're going to the courthouse or whatever. And I think Dallas County did the same thing. Dallas County might even be trying to continue the mandate. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, remember they already lowered the number of hospital beds available. There's always that out.
Yeah.
Especially with Abbott. You know, look, if it's like 15%, something like that, then
keep it going.
Yeah, I can't stop it.
And businesses can reopen. I think this is the most important part. They can reopen 100%. So now you don't have to limit the number of customers to 50% that come into your, so you're half full all the time, and that's the best you can do. That's killing people. Yeah. That is just killing businesses. Yeah. And so this removing the restrictions there on private businesses, I think is fantastic.
Yeah, you'll know how businesses stand today,
right?
Because Costco, Target, such as that,
they're still gonna require the mask. Yeah. So it will be interesting to see if somebody drops that little requirement for coming into their store. I wonder if they won't do better than those who are requiring it. Huh. My guess is yes, they will.
Huh.
If you have Lowe's and Home Depot, one requires a mask, the other doesn't, I'm going to the one without the mask.
Or you just,
aren't you? Well, of course you are.
I'm just going to go into whichever one is most convenient, and
I'm specifically going to frequent.
I want to reward the business that isn't requiring that. Sure,
exactly.
But at this point, I don't even know. But I tell you, you can no longer put a sign on your door, except for maybe Dallas County, and probably down around Austin, that says local ordinance states
due to the mandate. Yeah.
Yeah, but
this be good.
We had the viewer in St. George, Utah, who sent us the signage on the window there at one of the businesses. That's like on Friday, they call it Freedom Fridays, where nobody wears a mask, no masks allowed, or no mask required. Safety Saturdays, mask required. Hey, that's interesting compromise, huh?
Every Saturday, shop like it's 2020. Every Friday, shop like it's 2019.
I like it.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Huh.
See you on Friday.
That's a creative way to go about it, and hopefully lessen the anger that people feel either way. Because if everybody's so pissed off one way or the other at people who don't wear masks or ones who do. And so...
I'm not pissed at anybody wearing a mask. I'm just pissed at the people getting in my face about me not wearing one. Corby, have I ever given you crap for wearing a mask? I mean, he hasn't given me crap. I mean, that's the way you do it. You want to wear a mask? Great. Stay out of other people's business. Vice versa. The end, everybody's happy-ish. So
that would be great if everybody felt that way, but they don't. So that's why, I mean, it continues to be pretty contentious.
Yes.
But this removal of the mandate, I think that's such a good thing. And whether or not we have ups and downs in the count again, it needs to stay this way. Because people will make the decision that's best for them in their lives. If you've got some extenuating circumstances that make it reasonable and logical for you to wear a mask, like you're protecting somebody at your house who's over 70, or you go visit them a lot, or whatever the case may be, then great, you'll wear a mask. And if not, you won't. That's how it should be. That's just how it should be.
No, that's personal autonomy. We can't have that.
No,
that's
right.
old think, man. Come on.
Right. That's pro-choice again. And there's only one thing where you can be pro-choice, and that's to murder a baby.
Right.
So if it doesn't involve murdering a baby, you don't deserve a choice in the matter.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, this
heartbreaking.
Have you seen this heartbreaking video with this woman who is talking about all the people who are celebrating their abortions?
Yeah, it opens up with a lady who's just so excited that she's pregnant, so she gets to
this is a weird one.
Kill another baby.
Check this out.
I get to kill another baby.
What made you post
Wow.
this? There's women all around the world, including myself, that struggle with infertility. Okay, I've been trying for 9 years. Pregnant. And I lost every single one of them.
Oh.
And then there's people like you that just pop them out and then think it's funny just to say that you want to kill them.
Really sad.
Heartbreaking.
I mean, what goes through your head to think that that is a good thing? You get to kill another baby. Wow.
What have you said time and time again? Death cult.
Exactly. It's exactly what they are. They're part of a death cult.
It's bad enough that she's excited about it. Then she has to share that excitement with the rest of the world. I mean, you're sick. And that poor mother-to-be, I hope. I mean, that's the kind of person that should be a parent.
And there's millions like her. You know, people who would give almost anything to have a child and they can't. There's millions like that. All right, 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. California theme parks are going to be allowed to reopen by April 1st. Is that an April Fool's joke? Is that what that is? I thought that, I mean, Disneyland's already open, right? Or is it?
I don't think Disneyland is. Disney World's
So it's just Disney
been
World.
open, yeah. And it's masks.
Yeah.
So it's like California is several months behind Florida.
So on Friday, they updated their reopening guidelines, allowing Disneyland, so yeah, they've been closed, and other theme parks to reopen as soon as next month. Theme parks, as well as sporting events and live performances with attendees, will be allowed to reopen outdoors with reduced capacity and consistent masking. However, venues will have to limit attendance to in-state visitors.
What?
That's
okay.
stupid.
Stop it.
Since out-of-state people are probably less likely to have COVID than the Californians, sport events and live performances will even have to limit attendance to regional visitors depending on the county's coronavirus case rates. California's just a mess.
Is there a footnote there that says Gavin Newsom and his family can do whatever the heck they want?
Well, yes.
Okay.
Of course, that
Carve out there for the
That
hypocrite.
kind of goes without saying because, yeah, he can always just do whatever he wants. He's probably eating at the French Laundry right now, having a little breakfast.
Yeah.
A little $250 breakfast. 888-900-3393. At the border now, the Border Patrol is so overwhelmed with the influx of illegal aliens that they've shut down highway checkpoints. The agency is shutting down 3 checkpoints in Wilcox, Arizona until further notice as personnel are being used instead to try to deal with the influx at the border. And they just don't have the manpower to deal with what's happening at the border right now. It's an absolute nightmare. It's a border crisis, once again. Brought on by Democrats, brought on by the attitude that, yeah, come on in. Come on in. We're going to stop what the evil orange guy was doing, and you can certainly come here anytime you want.
Was it 100 days? They got till the end of April to get here?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's going to stop.
Yeah.
Like Biden on May 1st is going to flip a switch and go, nope, back to the enforcement.
They later said in a statement, Tucson sector has redirected manpower based on operational needs in response to shifting traffic patterns, resulting in the closure of several tactical checkpoints in southeastern Arizona, not Asia. We expect to reopen these checkpoints as manpower and activity levels dictate. Well, they're just flooding across. The daily numbers are between 4,500 and 5,000 a day. A day.
Is that total? Or is that...
In Arizona. So,
and that's the ones that they're processing?
Yeah. These, I believe, are the processing numbers, yeah.
Because they said in February, remember how cold it was?
Mm-hmm.
Still had over 100,000 at the border.
The port across the border?
The port across the border. And that's just the ones they logged. They said, between 20 and 30,000 got through. I mean, why not get logged? You know you're going to get amnesty under this administration soon.
Right, exactly.
I mean, what's the benefit? Why would you try to hide from them?
You wouldn't.
It would actually be an incentive to get your paperwork done.
The sooner you get here, the sooner you can get amnesty. Meanwhile, unaccompanied minors at the border has tripled in the past 2 weeks.
Oh, no.
In the past 2 weeks. So they're full in the new centers that they opened up for juveniles. Mm-hmm. They've got 3,000 and counting, and they're completely full to capacity.
The cages?
Yeah, the cages.
The cages they're putting the kids in?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Although the cages now are humanitarian. Yes, they're separated from their families, but that's only because that's the best thing for them now.
I see.
That's all. What do you want them in with the adults and maybe get abused by them? Is that what you want, Keith?
How about we just don't let them in the first place? Have a sovereign border. I know it's a weird thought to have.
You heard the hate from him. You heard the hate.
So would you say there's a crisis? You think there's a crisis down there?
Oh, man. It's a big-time crisis. But what does the president say about the crisis?
Did he weigh in?
Yeah, he well, kind of.
Oh, let's see.
He was asked.
Okay, he was asked.
Pause it for a second. So they're asking him, is there a crisis at the border, sir?
I mean, they don't get a chance to ask him anything.
And he stands there and looks over from one side to the other. And then slowly back to the other side.
Well, he's deliberate.
And then the other side again.
You gotta look. That's how you do it. When you want to cross the street, you look left, then you look right, and then you look left again.
Maybe he's about to cross an aisle in this store, and so he's looking both ways.
Left. See? Left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a crisis at the border, sir?
This is the second left. Yeah. Okay. And boy, what a job that's got to be to be the wrangler. Press, we're done here. Come on, Joe. Okay, come on. It's nappy nap time.
Seriously.
Because I don't think Kamala was on that trip.
Oh.
So he was really lost without his personal assistant.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Strangely, he's lost with or without her. So I don't even know what good she does following him around everywhere. But the question now is, maybe it's best that they keep him in a basement somewhere, hidden from the world for national security reasons. I mean, if our enemies are seeing that the leader of this country is completely gone mentally, I mean, that gives them ample opportunity to jump on that opportunity.
Well, they know. Everybody knows. It's no secret. But, The pandemic is the best thing to happen to Joe Biden. Not only did it provide cover for the election and the results therein, but also he gets to hide in his basement on Zoom calls, right? He doesn't have to interact with people in person. It's a very controlled environment, and they can just literally pull the feed if he's challenged.
It's to the point where Vice President Harris had another call with a foreign leader yesterday without Joe Biden on the call. So she's doing these solo calls. This one was the Prime Minister of Norway, Erna Solberg, where Harris affirmed her commitment to deepening the strong alliance between Norway and the United States.
Does Norway punch above their weight?
They do.
Okay.
They do punch above their weight.
I couldn't remember if that was one of the countries that punch above their weight or not. But
Yes.
Let's see if they.
Yes, they do punch above their weight.
Yeah.
That's fairly typical of the way that Danes have punched above their
Danes.
weight
Okay.
in international affairs. I've said this before, but I want to repeat. Norway punches above its weight.
There it
Yes,
is right there.
yes.
There it is. The second one that punches above their
What
weight.
a slap in the face if you think about it, man. I mean, these countries. Yeah, you're nothing.
No, you punch above your weight.
Which, I
You're
mean,
cute.
yeah.
You're a cute little country that punches above your weight.
Got a fighter's chance.
I mean, you don't compare to us, of course, but you punch above your weight.
Yeah.
You know, you could take on Iceland and probably win.
But maybe that's why Kamala wasn't there. She had to make all these important phone calls to international leaders.
And tell them that they punch above their
Until
weight.
you punch above their weight.
You know, you punch above your weight, don't you?
But think about how clueless Biden looks behind a mask.
Terrible.
If he didn't have the mask, it'd be even worse. His mouth would be open, drool coming out. Oh my gosh.
Teeth dropping from his face. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Yeah.
All right, let me tell you about a brand new sponsor to the show that I'm really excited about. Raycon Wireless earbuds. These are fantastic. Whether you're just trying to relax, unplug yourself from the world, or maybe you're still plugged in, but you want to listen to something, this is what I do. I put the earbuds in and listen to music while I do show prep or work on cookie recipes that I then share with my wife, whatever the case may be.
Nice.
Yeah, if you believe I actually do the cookie recipes, I've got some land to sell you.
Oh, I thought that there was just like a pound of butter, and then you send that suggestion off to Jackie, and she incorporates it. All right?
No, that's not how it works.
Okay.
But they're fantastic. There's no dangling wires or stems to get in your way here. Raycons come with a range of stylish colors, but always with a comfortable in-ear fit for a more discreet look. And as soon as you take these out of the case, they connect to your device. It's so seamless and so easy. And with enough battery life for 6 hours of playtime, you can really unplug for a while. And the best part, Raycon makes great sound accessible to everybody. They're about half the price of the Apple or the Apple earbud thing that they have. And half the price, and they sound easily as good, if not better. Raycon's offering 15% off all their products right now for my listeners. And here's what you do to get it. Just go to buyraycon.com, B-U-Y, raycon.com/gray, G-R-A-Y. That's it. You'll get 15% off your entire Raycon order. So feel free to grab a pair and a spare. It's 15% off at buyraycon.com/gray. That's buyraycon.com/gray.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
So Harris is also taking solo phone calls with France's President Emmanuel Macron and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, as well as Benjamin Netanyahu.
Wow.
Does that not tell you that there's a problem with Joe Biden? What other vice president has done this? Immediately, like right after the president has taken office, they turn over calls like this to important world leaders to their vice president. Who does that?
I mean, it's the most pointless job in government.
Right.
Being the vice president.
She's already president. That's the thing. She's essentially already president. I think that's what's going on. And by the way, half the nation is now concerned that Biden is unfit for the job. Tried to tell you that before the election. Tried desperately to tell them that. But they didn't buy it then.
Yeah, he's not going to get any better.
Oh, no,
I'm sorry.
It's downhill from here.
Like every day is the high water mark.
So he still hasn't held a full-blown press conference. Supposedly he's going to on Friday. Is that right?
Is it tomorrow?
I think
maybe?
it's late this week, either tomorrow or Friday. But 50% of likely voters said they are not confident that Joe Biden is physically and mentally up to the job of being president of the United States. Another 48% do have confidence in him, though only 34% were very confident that he's up to the job. That's amazing. Apparently, one of the problems that people have is that he won't meet with reporters. He won't answer questions. You know, the other day, they had to cut him off after he said, "Okay, well, I'm ready to. I'm happy to take some questions if you want." And they didn't. They cut him off instead.
Somebody was screaming in a control room. Pull the feed. I don't care. Pull the feed.
No doubt about it. He forgot the name of his defense secretary, Lloyd Austin, and he forgot where Lloyd Austin works. He couldn't name that place. The Pentagon. Maybe you've heard of it. So it's so clear that they know what's going on. They're trying to protect him from it. They're trying to protect the country from it. And this is just the beginning of the nightmare. What's going to happen when you can't show him at all? What is going to happen when he's nearly incapacitated? I don't know.
Dangerous time, America.
Jeez. But could you get anybody to listen to that before the election? No. We were conspiracy theorists. We were haters. Huh, really? Now what do you think? Now what do you think? 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Also, the judge has denied bail to the QAnon shaman because he's just too dangerous to be let out. You remember his incredible crime, right? He wore a shaman outfit. He had I don't know, was it a wolf costume he had on, or he was wearing a wolf?
He had a Viking helmet. Remember that?
A Viking helmet.
And he had I don't know, some animal skin on.
Yeah. I think it was a wolf.
Wolf, okay.
I think so.
And body paint.
Uh-huh.
I mean, obviously someone you'd want to not be friends with, but
did he also take a podium, though?
No, that
wasn't even him.
That was via Getty.
So
that was that scofflaw.
Right.
No. The shaman guy, the Q shaman.
The shaman guy really didn't do anything.
He's the guy that would make a soccer game interesting if you happen to find yourself in that unfortunate position of watching one. Because he would be the rowdy drunk fan taking his shirt off and woo, and then all of a sudden you'd have an interest.
And that's essentially what he did in the Senate chamber. Took his shirt off and went woo. But you would think in the process of doing that, he killed 4 or 5 or 6 or 10, 12 people. The guy is too dangerous to be released because he's still loyal to Trump. Okay, what's he going to do about that? So they won't let him out of jail before his trial. This is really something. And he is an adherent apparently to the QAnon conspiracy theories. So the judge is very afraid of this guy. Defendant's statements after January 6th indicate that he does not fully appreciate the severity of the charges brought against him. If defendant does not understand the severity of the allegations against him, the court finds no reason to believe he would not commit the same or similar actions again. Meaning what? He'll go to the Capitol building dressed as a wolf
and
go woo.
Yeah, you don't want woo.
You don't want that. You really don't want that.
Because if he's doing it in the hallways in the Capitol, it's echoing.
Woo. Yeah, wouldn't it though?
So
yeah, all around that marble. Mm-hmm. Sure. So yeah, you don't want none of that. That could kill even more people than he's already killed.
Somebody pointed out, as much as the left is screaming about Q online, and please don't hear what I'm not saying, but as much as the left is screaming about Q online, is there something there? Because the more that they complain about it, the more you're like, huh. I'm just saying. I think that was a great point. Because, I mean, they're obviously, they complain about what they fear the most, what they feel threatened by. Right? Who did they not stop talking about from day one was Donald Trump from the second he came down the escalators, and they sure as hell feared him.
Right.
So I don't know what the deal is and their obsession with it, but the only reference to Q in the press is this guy. But yet they continue to bring it up and try to tie it into stuff like Christianity.
Crazy.
Stop it.
The judge further wrote, the fact that defendant only left the building once President Trump told him to further illustrated defendant's disrespect for law enforcement.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
Wait, he just, what do you mean disrespect law enforcement? He just followed the orders of the president, did he
Yes.
not? So that's
Yes.
respect for the office.
At least the office of the presidency.
Right.
But the president's not law enforcement.
Right,
So he's too dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Whether the sharpened metal point is referred to as a spear or a traditional Native American design, it is still like a knife, inherently dangerous, Lamberth noted. That's the judge in the case. So I guess he's the tip of the spear?
Oh.
Is that what we're saying?
You're cracking the code.
Yeah. This shaman is the tip of the spear. Such media appearances are no doubt conducive to defense counsel's fame, but they are not at all conducive to an argument that the only way defense counsel could privately communicate with his client is if defendant were temporarily released. Given defense counsel's decision to use what could have been a confidential video conference on a media publicity stunt, that argument is so frivolous as to insult the court's intelligence. So this guy's going to sit there rotting in jail because I supposedly this guy didn't even really, I don't think he committed any kind of any of the vandalism in the Capitol building even. He was just there and he was dressed stupidly, and so he's the most famous guy in the group and they're just trying to make an example of him, I think.
Weird.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, that'll teach you if you're going to,
Go
bust
in
into the
and
Capitol.
start yelling, woo!
Yeah. Don't stand out. Don't dress like that.
I wouldn't, frankly.
Yeah, but I'm saying he
But-
stood out in all the pictures.
Yeah, he did.
And look where he finds himself.
And he finds himself in jail.
This is
Dangerous bastard. No wonder he's still in jail. He still likes Donald Trump, too. I mean, we can't have that. We have not yet re-educated this guy. So even after he's done in jail, we still need to send him to some sort of, I don't know, getaway, some sort of camp, if you will. To
that's coming.
Re-educate him on who he should be supporting.
This Judge Lamberth was originally appointed at the federal level by Ronald Reagan.
Oh, wow, you're kidding.
Yeah, and
Wow.
has been on the D.C. circuit since, 2008. But then, senior judge now. Okay, so anyway, he's in D.C. And
that tells you a lot.
Yeah, so.
It tells you a lot. All right, 888-900-3393. From the shaman to the Cherokee tribe, apparently Jeep is open to changing the name of the Cherokee. They're in talks right now with the Cherokee Nation, the Cherokee people.
Uh-huh.
We took the whole Indian Nation.
Yeah.
And we put them on that reservation.
Huh.
Yeah, we took away their way of life.
What else?
The tomahawk, the bow, the knife.
Huh.
We took away their native tongue, and we taught our English to their young. And all the beads they made by hand. You know where they're made nowadays? Japan.
Oh, I was going to say.
Or even more nowadays, probably China.
Yeah, it doesn't rhyme, though.
No.
So.
These are proud people, though. They're so proud to live, and they're proud to die.
Like a Jeep Cherokee.
Like a
on the
Jeep
side of
Cherokee.
the road. It's the worst
They said
vehicle.
having their name plastered on the side of a vehicle doesn't honor them. So because Jeep tried that. No, it's not. We mean that in a way that honors you. So apparently the head of the Cherokee Nation didn't go along with that.
Oh, my. So instead of just changing the nameplate, they should just literally just give the Cherokee Nation all the current Jeep Cherokees that are sitting on new car lots.
For reparations.
Well, I mean,
yes.
You can't drive across the reservation in a Jeep Cherokee and expect the car to hold up. But, man.
So, 370,000 members of the Cherokee Nation all pissed off by the Jeep Cherokee, I'm sure. So that's going to change. They'll change the name of that.
So what? What do you want it to be?
Still haven't decided.
Pat Gray.
Welcome to it. It is now time to chew the fat with Jeffy. Right after we do a couple of tweets. emails, tweets, texts, what? Some kind of electronic communication thing.
Letters? We get letters.
We get letters every day. Okay, here we go. Here it is. Come on now. Hold that note. Hold it. Sustain. Oh, that's great, kids. That's great, kids.
It's like
did so well.
every instrument going through puberty at the same time.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah. That's some good stuff
That
right
is. That is. Honey, have you ever thought about
there. Trying
practicing?
something else?
Anything. Literally anything else.
Soccer, even? How about doing the commie sport of soccer? How about trying that? We get this from Pixie Pie. They are not cages, Pat. They're facilities. Facilities.
That's what
That's
they
right.
are now.
That's right. They're not cages anymore. They're the same exact places where Trump housed them, but they were only cages then.
Right.
Now they're
Our language changed on January 20th.
right. They're beautiful facilities. Rants out loud. It would most likely help the left's argument that the shaman was a QAnon guy if he actually was QAnon. Oh, the guy's not?
I don't know.
Is he not even QAnon?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know that.
Yeah, I thought he
Meet the
was.
rioters. He included this in his tweet. Jake Angeli. Is that his name? Jake Angeli, the shaman guy?
Yeah, sure.
Active yoga practitioner.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, his name's
he's a
Jake.
climate activist.
Oh, yeah. And
he's a vegan.
Yeah.
The vegan stuff, he was not eating when they had him in jail because they were feeding him non-vegan food. And they brought him vegan food.
And he's a non-voter. And it says QAnon and shaman. He's not. Come on, that's not QAnon. If you're a climate activist, stop it. Come on. This freaking guy's a lefty. But if he supports Donald Trump, he belongs in jail. We all know that, right?
There's your
Far
story.
too dangerous. Far too dangerous. Dr. Spoons tweets, I wouldn't want to be named after a piece of junk, unreliable Jeep either.
Yeah,
Piece
right?
of junk, unreliable
Totally.
Jeep. Yeah.
Totally.
Okay. Are Jeeps pieces of junk?
I don't know.
Rarely been in one, and I've never owned one. So, spoon-styled fork salesman. It's from. It was Glenn.
Yeah, it was Glenn.
Yeah, the spoon-styled fork you
Spoon-styled,
cut the meat with. Spoon-styled. You mean a spork?
Spork?
Is that what you're
Yeah.
trying to say?
No, that's not.
No,
it's a facility, damn it.
Styled right. Somebody asked Keith where the doll Jeep touched. Where the doll Jeep touched him, because he's got some serious repressed memories there.
They're not repressed, man.
Where did the doll Jeep touch you?
Oh, it's like every weekend when I was a kid, my dad would pick me up on Fridays. It would take us all night to get home to his house because we had to stop. You remember how you talked to Glenn about his DeLorean? He had to stop and put water in it all the time. That's what we had to do
Yes.
with his Jeep Grand Cherokee. I can't imagine if it was just a regular Jeep Cherokee how many times. But yeah, we had to pull over. He'd keep water in the back. Oh, what a nightmare.
So they're not even appreciative when it's a Grand Cherokee?
Right?
Come on. How much more do you need to be honored? It's not just a Cherokee. It's a
Right.
Grand Cherokee.
Showing respect, but no.
Yeah. There's nothing repressed about those memories,
enough.
man.
That's great.
All weekend long.
Not enough.
Also, there's a new version sort of the Space Odyssey thing. Somebody sent us a kids presentation that they found. This is a holiday style.
Yeah, we can't wait for
presentation.
Christmas, man.
This could also be a Jeffy opening, maybe around the holidays. Beautiful rendition of
No,
Jingle Bells.
Yeah.
this is pretty good. This
Yeah,
is
nothing
almost
wrong
too
with
it.
good.
That's great.
It's a kid's recital, right?
Uh huh.
So why are we mocking the kid here? I don't understand what the deal
I don't know.
is.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, a little screw up there, but
Oh, no!
have any of those kids ever had even one lesson? Come on.
Oh, my.
I could do that well.
That director should be fired.
Why Why is he doing that? Oh, no!
They stopped on time.
A standing ovation.
They stopped on time.
A standing ovation. That's why you get those kids
That's why they're cheering.
who can't sing on American Idol thinking they're going to win the
That
competition.
is awesome.
Oh, boy.
That's fantastic.
That was, rough.
That might be worse than the Space Odyssey one.
You know why they used the kid at the beginning? He was the best one.
Oh, by
man.
far. They should have said, you know what? Let's just
Time
Well, let's
constraints.
make this a solo.
Ken, it's all
Can we?
yours. Kenny, it's all yours. Go ahead.
Do it.
That is awesome.
All right, time to chew the fat now.
So we heard from former princess on Sunday about her mental health struggles and how much
Didn't want to live anymore.
she should have done some cow cuddling.
Whoa.
The cow
sound
cuddling
effects now.
sessions are
Oh, look at that.
they're only $75 an hour.
That's
And,
What? You get $75 an hour?
$75 an hour. Owner Amy Takaha in Arizona says she gets around 20 calls a day.
No.
And
For emotional support cows?
Business has picked up dramatically in the past year. She has an Angus steer named Adorable. She has a one-eyed, one-horn moonicorn, and she has a miniature cow named Muchacha. And the bovines amble over to the guests for hugs and cuddles and.
Wait, what's
They also like to roll over on
Wait,
their
what?
sides.
Hold
and,
on.
An interesting picture there.
that one looks
You
familiar.
must go to the same tanning salon that Donald Trump frequents.
Yeah, that cow looks familiar.
And, she claims that participants often become so emotional that some even vow to become vegetarian after looking deep into the creature's large brown eyes. So, if you can't hug your friends, if you haven't been vaccinated, you can't hug your grandkids, you can't go see friends.
You can hug a cow.
Maybe you can hug a cow.
Look at cow.
Wow.
So,
If I only had a cow within reach right now, I would hug it.
thought you were going somewhere else. Anyway, visitors to the Zhanglashan Zoo in Hubei province, China, were confused this week when they found a Rottweiler in the wolf enclosure. The video that went viral with the heading, "Woof, are you a wolf?" The man who filmed the footage was told by staff, "Oh yeah, we had a wolf in there, and it died. So we didn't know what to do with the dog, so we just put the dog in the cage." And the zoo has said, "Oh man, did we forget to take down the sign that led everyone to the wolf enclosure? I mean, we have live lions and tigers. We just forgot to take down the sign for the wolf enclosure."
So that right there,
sorry.
that's not a wolf? Huh.
We've confirmed this.
Well, it may identify as a wolf. I don't know.
Do we have an actual wildlife expert that can
We do.
study that
We
film
do.
to make sure?
Part of the Chinese local forestry bureau. Yeah.
Okay.
They've decided that that's not a wolf.
I love Chinese people too, but come on.
And as long as we're on dogs, Biden's dogs are gone out of the White House now. Remember, they made such a
Yes.
big deal
Yes.
about bringing those dogs
The dogs
to the
are
White
back.
House, and they were part of the Puppy Bowl commercial
Yeah.
before the Super Bowl.
Wear a
and
mask when you take your dog for
They're
a
always
walk.
out. They're always out walking their dogs on the front yard. Yeah, well, no, the young one, Major, bit someone, one part of the security team.
Apparently, it was really a problem, too, jumping up
Yeah.
on people, chasing people, coming after them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
And so-
Someone under the
behaved.
care of Joe Biden, not
Right?
well behaved.
And
Hunter.
What?
Sorry, what was
Ashley. So they have shipped him back to Delaware.
Yeah.
They didn't put him down.
No.
So, I mean,
Was that an
I would
option?
have. Yes.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
for me. I'm surprised they didn't shoot him right on the spot.
Pathead Craig saw that story and he tweeted out, was this the same dog that tripped Joe, caused him to break his foot?
I think it was, yeah. The
was.
little one. Yeah, the little one.
I mean, this dog's a problem.
Yes.
This dog needs to be in a zoo in China.
Yes.
We
start
could do an
identifying
exchange,
as a
huh?
wolf.
Foreign exchange.
Yes.
Come on, man.
Big day this Sunday, though. It's a couple big things on Sunday. It's Pie Day, so you get to eat all the pie you want, unlike any other day. And it's the Grammys. How excited are you for the Grammys? Trevor Noah is hosting, which makes it
Trevor Noah.
Which makes it that much better, the 63rd annual Grammys.
Agonizing.
It's going to be good, man.
I mean, he was a nominee last year, so he was nominated for Best Comedy Album of the Year last year at the Grammys.
Was he?
He lost to Dave Chappelle. Big surprise. But, man, I'm going to look forward to seeing Beyonce and Billie Eilish, and Brittany Howard, and DaBaby, and
The who?
Harry DaBaby.
DaBaby?
And Harry Styles, and Megan the Stallion. I'm sorry, Megan the Stallion.
How do you spell D?
And
DaBaby?
Roddy Ricch is going to be performing too, along with Taylor Swift. Roddy Ricch. I hope he performs his hit "The Box," because that will be
DaBaby.
That is some song. The Box. I'm sure you listen to it every day.
Oh,
man.
Yeah.
Fans. Speaking of Grammys, though, fans of the Beatles can now study for a master's degree.
Oh, wow.
In the Fab Four at the University of Liverpool to explore the deep and lasting relationship between the band and the city.
That's better than gender studies.
The course lasts 12 months, and it only cost about $9,000 for the course, so that's good. And if you have more Beatle news, if you have Beatle memorabilia, some of it is worth millions or valued at millions, but the prices might get slashed now because this guy said on a podcast that the Fab Four started signing each other's names on all these products because they got tired of signing autographs. This guy, Jules Holland, said, George Harrison gave me a Beatles record all signed entirely by him. They've got all their names on the album, but he signed them all. So they're saying maybe we ought to check some of that product out, and it's not them signing it. I don't know. I would think it would make it worth
I was going to say
even more.
Maybe more.
Yeah. And I mean, they're still. Do you realize in 2019 they still brought in like $50 million? The Beatles. I mean, that's incredible, man.
Yeah,
just incredible. Another huge performer, Dionne Warwick, who has been nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, no. don't rub salt in that wound.
Nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That's incredible. Is that incredible? Dionne freaking Warwick.
I was reading
and Foreigner hasn't been.
I was reading because I was trying to figure out why is she trending on Twitter yesterday. I mean, she was trending. Number 2, I think, is the highest she got. And she posted on Twitter her tweet asking people she would do their bio for them. New rule. All it is she's trying to get people to vote for her. She posted a video of some unicorn. We don't need to play it.
I won't stop doing my bios until I've taken over Twitter.
What? Which she did. She was trending. And all it is to get the votes for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, right? Because the fans are
fan
voting.
vote doesn't decide. It's the actual vote of the committee.
Well, they take the top 5, right? They take the top 5 because and people are saying, look, she's one of the most charted female singers of all time. Her vocal versatility was unparalleled. She paved the way for future pop stars.
Who?
The musical contributions of black women have been overlooked for too long.
Stop it.
The trailblazers of pop and R&B belong
Nobody's
in the
more
Rock
respected
Hall too.
than Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey. What are you talking about? Shut up.
Wow.
Shut up.
All that news and trending still didn't get her into the top 5 of the fan votes.
I hope not. Good.
So the top 5 right now.
Is top 5.
Fela Kuti, number 1.
No.
Tina Turner, number 2.
Okay, this is just a joke then. This is a joke vote.
Foo Fighters, number 3.
Where's DaBaby?
Iron Maiden, number 4, and the Go-Go's, number 5.
You gotta be kidding me.
Dionne Warwick is 9th in the fan voting. And shockingly to me, Jay-Z at the bottom.
That is shocking.
I know.
I mean, if there's anybody, he's probably the most successful on that list, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Jay-Z's pretty big.
Yeah.
What is he, a billionaire?
Yeah, I think, well, between both of them, between he and Beyonce both. Oh, yeah, easy.
Yep.
Anyway, so, I mean, it's a shock that he
So
was
when
down
do
at the
we
bottom.
decide? When is it decided?
Well, the fan votes end at the end of April.
Okay.
So I'm not sure when
I don't think the ceremony's until October.
Right, because I remember they searched high and wide for a place far and wide to find a place where to have the ceremony, and
then they found a place called Cleveland?
Yep.
Which you might recognize as the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yeah, so that's really unusual.
That is.
What a find
I know.
that was.
I don't know how difficult it was for the Hall members to come up with that find, but they did. They found it. Yeah.
That's how creative they are.
It's going to be right there in Cleveland.
Yeah.
So, hey, congratulations to Dak Prescott, too, by the way, from the Dallas Cowboys.
It's going to make a couple bucks now.
He is going to make a couple of bucks. $160 million contract.
$40 million a year average, but $66
million
million was a signing bonus. $126 million is guaranteed.
Bless his heart.
No matter what, he could break his leg tomorrow and never play again.
He could break his ankle. Oh, wait.
And he gets $126
He
million.
already has. I know.
Wow.
Just incredible. And
seriously, is he worth the most money in the NFL?
Well, look, the 4 highest paid quarterbacks now in NFL history: Mahomes, Dak, Deshaun, and Wilson. Right? Mm-hmm. Can we stop maybe now saying that the NFL is racist against black quarterbacks?
Good point.
Can we?
Pretty good point.
Can we maybe not say that anymore?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if we can or not.
Since all the highest paid are black quarterbacks. Huh.
Those racist son of a guns, man.
Right?
The NFL, man.
When will they finally allow a quarterback to be black?
Know.
And not just black, but successful. And when will they pay them the money they
the
deserve?
NFL has created how many African American black millionaires?
Oh,
come on now.
But it's a slave culture, we've been told.
Yeah, right.
By
right.
African American players.
It's just ridiculous.
It's unbelievable.
Hey, don't forget to subscribe to Chewing the Fat podcast. Turn your life around. Make yourself better. Smile.
Oh, really?
Subscribe to Chewing the Fat. That's right. That's right.
Is that guaranteed?
Yes.
Or your money back?
Guaranteed.
Or you get every penny back that you pay for that podcast.
Absolutely.
A couple of tweets here from DMXDM. What a terrible life choice for Major the dog. Either live with a crazy old man who smells like Ensure and loose bowels, or go back to Delaware.
Lose.
I know. And they even talked about how the dogs are going to be with the minders now.
The minders.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
good.
Yeah. As long as Jill and Joe aren't in town.
Right. From Caffeinated Texan. I now know how to compliment Jeffy's show. It stopped on time. Okay.
What do you mean?
Did it? Did it really stop on time?
What do you mean?
That's great. Congratulations. That's hard to do. That's really good.
I know.
All right. Orson Welles Fishbowl tweets.
Nice.
I like my emotional support cows medium rare. Me too. Me too. Just too muck and fudge. You sure it's da baby and not day babies?
Oh.
You're gonna have to kill some of their babies.
Kill some of day babies.
Oh, you know what? I saw a headline. What is her name? Let's see. Danny Lee is rumored to be pregnant with da baby's baby.
Who's Denny Lee?
Exactly. I have no idea.
I don't know who that
Danny
is.
Lee. But what self-respecting man's going to call himself da baby? Stop it.
Well, no self-respecting man would do that.
But a man that wants to make a lot of money and be on the Grammys will call himself.
Fairly worked out there.
Yeah.
I'll go by that if I got that paycheck.
See that Disney Plus is now over 100 million subscribers?
Yeah, pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah. It's not
Pretty
bad.
good. It's not bad.
That's not bad. Let's see, 100 million at an average. Let's see, they start at $7 a month and go up to, I think, $13 a month. Let's say the average is 10.
And I don't know how many of those got deals, right? Where you get I don't know what kind of deals they have for them.
Yeah, but you could probably safely estimate around $10 a month for the average subscriber.
Okay.
That's $1 billion a month.
Is that good?
That seems pretty decent.
I mean, is it Dak Prescott money?
No, it's not Dak Prescott money.
Come on, man.
But you're talking about the 12th best quarterback in the NFL. He should make the second most money.
Right.
For some reason. I don't know why. I mean, is Dak Prescott the number 2 quarterback in the NFL
no, I shouldn't
after
have mentioned
Patrick
him.
Mahomes?
I shouldn't have mentioned him. No.
The best quarterback of all time made $25 million last year.
How does he even get by?
Now, see, that's great money. But come on, he's the greatest of all time, and you're paying these other guys double what he makes?
Right.
And he won the Super Bowl again for his new team.
I mean, he is the
Unbelievable. It's
greatest
unbelievable.
quarterback of all time. There's no argument.
No. I mean, you can't even argue that point anymore.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers is making, what, 33, 34 million, which is good money, but it's not even top 5 right now, I don't think.
But think of that. Think of the cap space that someone like a Tom Brady leaves open to surround himself
with
by
players.
a great team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think that says a lot. I mean, when's the last time the Cowboys were, I think they are the longest drought for teams in the conference championship
Well,
game.
they're still America's team.
I mean, think about
at least NFC.
Who's the best quarterback in the NFL right now? Probably Patrick
Matt
Mahomes.
Ryan. Probably
And he's
Matt
making
Ryan.
$50 million a year.
Yeah, Matt Ryan.
So you got Patrick Mahomes. Then you've got Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees. Matt Ryan's probably in the top 5.
Just kidding.
I mean, he's
certainly
up there.
in the top 10.
Yeah, top
He's
10.
in the top 10.
Tops, right?
Top 10.
At least, he was. I don't know that he is now. But, definitely an argument for him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you guys.
Deshaun Watson. I mean, obviously, you got Deshaun and Russell Wilson. Right?
Matthew Stafford's underrated.
Yes, he is.
I mean,
and just traded.
He's an Iron Man.
Underrated and just been traded. So, but yeah, it's a crazy pay scale in the NFL
Boy,
right
no
now.
kidding.
Crazy. 888-900-3393 and at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. And the amazing thing about Disney Plus, it's not even that good to have 100 million subscribers.
I know.
They've had what? 2 great shows. They got Mandalorian and they got WandaVision.
Yeah.
What else are you clamoring to see on Disney?
You're not clamoring, but you have the archives, right?
You do have the archives.
I think if you have kids, you'd
what
have
you
a
have.
different take.
It's true.
Because all the movies and stuff.
Yes, but still.
True.
Still.
But still, there's no new programming. They need more programming on that thing to hold adults.
Well, and they're smart because what are we waiting for on March 19th? What starts then? The Bucky, what is this? The Winter Soldier thing?
Oh, Winter Soldier, yeah.
So they're playing us.
So they got Winter Soldier, and isn't there something else coming out
then
from Marvel
after
too?
that, there's another one.
Loki.
Yeah.
The Loki thing, which might be good. It looked pretty good.
Yeah, it did.
Previews
Oh,
were
Hawkeye
decent.
apparently coming as well, I'm told.
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know who that is, but
It's from MASH.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a guy from MASH.
Yeah, it's from MASH.
right.
It's the only Hawkeye I know.
He's got his own show now.
Yes.
Is he back home? I hope.
No.
That's a generational joke,
That
kids.
sure is. That
Hope
sure
he's not
is.
still in Korea.
My grandfather loved him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to sit up and watch.
He made me watch it on his lap.
Sure he did.
Sit there.
Yeah. So I'm glad that though they're cleaning up Disney Plus and they're getting rid of some.
Right, some really offensive material. They've pulled more of their classic movies, like the incredibly offensive Dumbo, which makes fun of people's
Did they pull
ears.
it, or are they just giving you warnings?
No, they just took it off the kids area.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
can still see it. That's the I mean,
the
that-
kids
You see
can't
it, but you
get-
get a warning thing from it.
Yeah, all these movies all have the warning that you cannot fast forward through. By the way, you
can?
No,
Wow.
no. How dare you even
great.
think about fast forward? In fact, when you hit fast forward, someone from Disney shows up at your house with a weapon and says,
Wow.
"One more fast forward attempt, we're going to shoot you dead."
Oh,
There's
wow.
no fast forwarding
Scary.
through those warnings. I know.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
So you got Dumbo, which is offensive because of big ears. They're making fun of Barack Obama.
No wait.
They are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that why?
Yeah, and it's specifically on the warning
I'm
label.
pretty sure it came out before.
This movie makes fun of former President Barack
I
Obama.
wish that was the
before
warning.
Barack Obama Jr. was born.
The Aristocrats and Peter Pan because of their racist stereotypes.
Oh,
Wait, is the
shut
Aristocats
up.
because that Cruella de Vil smokes? What is that all about? Do we know?
No, is it
Cats.
the Siamese? It's the Siamese cats in it,
Oh,
right?
that's-
There's Siamese cats in
yeah.
another one. You know the one.
Lady and the Tramp.
We are Siamese,
Right?
if you
Is
please.
that Lady and the Tramp or is that?
We are Siamese, if you don't please.
We're dumping that, right? We're not. That's not making it to the air. Right?
Oh.
Is it that? And it's not. That's not in the Aristocrat. That's in Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
haven't they banned Lady and the
They
Tramp?
probably have a big warning on it, though.
I wonder.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
I wonder.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it makes fun. This says it's a racist caricature of East Asian peoples.
Okay. I can't.
Not people.
Peoples.
Stop it.
Peoples.
Stop it. I don't like that word.
Despite this, adults will still be able to access the taboo movies,
Yeah.
but they will be shown with the disclaimers warning viewers of what is to come. I love this. Viewers wanting to watch the animated flicks will be told this program includes negative depictions and or mistreatment of people or cultures. These stereotypes were wrong then and are wrong now.
Aren't
If they're
stereotypes
wrong
based
then,
on
why
truth?
did you make the freaking movies?
I thought stereotypes were based on things that actually are true.
Well, sometimes they could be. I don't think they necessarily.
I mean, sooner or later, right? If you end up accessing those movies, they're either are they going to allow you to continue with the app, or do you get canceled from the app? If you watch these movies,
when they don't think you should.
Yeah.
Well, rather than and so you would think, why don't just take it off your stupid site? Well, rather than remove this content, we want to acknowledge its harmful impact, learn from it, and spark conversation to create a more inclusive future together. That's what they're trying to do.
So please make sure that you subscribe to the app Disney Plus at $10 a month.
Right. We're trying to get up to 250 million by next year.
I will say that nobody at Disney headquarters is going through the Simpsons archive the way me and my family are, because there's some references that are hilarious, but wouldn't fly in today's culture.
Oh, no way.
So I'm hoping that they don't go back and start pulling those episodes.
They might.
Yeah, they might.
Other classics that will include the warning, yes, include Lady and the Tramp.
Uh-huh.
That's because of the Siamese twins thing, I think. They're the Siamese cats. And the 1960s film Swiss Family Robinson. What's wrong with that one?
They're white.
Oh, okay. And they're white and they're stranded on an island or something?
You can't root for a white family.
No.
Come on, man.
All right. They've separated themselves. They've segregated themselves.
I wonder what is wrong with that.
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know. I don't remember it well enough. I can't think of
I
what
don't either. It's got to be because
been.
there was stereotypes of people living on an island or something out in the jungles.
Peoples.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, cartoon skunk Pepe Le Pew has been accused of being part of rape culture. And so Pepe and Looney Tunes is probably going to be removed from circulation.
Yeah, they probably will remove that. Because, right, isn't LeBron making a big deal about that for his
is he?
Space Jam
Oh,
movie
yeah.
or whatever?
Yes. Yes, they're taking the skunk out of Space Jam or whatever.
Well, good. I mean, I'm glad we've solved all the planet's problems.
I want to always appease LeBron.
Right.
Always.
Well, of course. Now, LeBron won't say whether he's getting the vaccination or not.
Oh, right.
He that is private.
That's private.
He can comment on every other freaking thing in the world. But he won't tell you whether or not he's getting the vaccine.
And I know
that's private.
And I'm pretty sure you played it on the show, but where his comment about, you don't want to question me. I'm pretty smart. I read up on a lot of things. Yeah. Shut up, LeBron.
I'm knowledgeable.
He does his homework.
It's funny you say that because I believe in 2018, he was the same guy who said when he was back in Sweden,
I'm pretty sure.
talking about the same things.
He's pretty sure.
Because his last name wasn't a certain last name that he felt like it was some racism going on.
Wasn't that him?
When he was out on the pitch.
Wasn't he? Is that
right?
What?
He did say that, right?
Right. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I thought he said that. So I speak from a very educated mind.
Do you?
Oh, he speaks from a very educated mind.
Do you, LeBron? Okay.
In the literal same breath.
As I don't know. Is that right? Am I right? Is that the guy?
I mean, that's
I don't
him
know.
Trying to play dumb. No, they just got done telling me it was him.
Right.
Is that him? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. It comes from an educated mind. Shut up.
This
Ridiculous. All right. 888-900-3393. Did you see that the Democrat Party in Nevada just elected leadership that is completely socialist? Every leader in the Democrat Party in the state of Nevada is now a Democratic socialist.
Is that a problem?
For the other Democrats, it kind of was. They all quit. Every single one of them. So everybody in the Democratic Party that was not a socialist is gone now. And the entire leadership is now social. Why isn't anybody talking about the merger between socialists and Democrats?
I mean, it's not even a merger anymore.
It's not. They've just become one and the same.
Yeah.
They are one and the same.
Wow.
And it's not just the Nevada Democrat Party. It is the national party as well. They just have become Marxists, socialists, communists, whatever you want to call this Marxist movement in the Democrat Party. Democrats are no longer Democrats. That's pretty darn clear. Yes. Democrats are, just absolutely socialist Marxists now. And there's really no way around it. We always hear from the mainstream media that it's the Republican Party that is so extreme.
Yes, it is.
So right-wing. Yeah, Ronald Reagan wouldn't even be welcome in the party.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
Donald Trump is a fascist, and he's a fascist. That's what we needed. That's Donald Trump and the Republican Party. I'm sorry, who put fences up?
Right.
In Washington, D.C., around the Capitol and the White House.
Who is it that wants to make them permanent?
Who has the military who is now there another 2 months? Already, they just rubber stamped at least another 2 months.
An occupying force in Washington, D.C.?
Huh.
That's interesting. It's interesting, Ivan.
That is interesting, isn't it?
All right, let me tell you about realestateagentsitrust.com. Real Estate Agents I Trust. This is Glenn's company, and so his team has really carefully vetted all of these realtors to make sure that they're just the best in your area. And if they can't find somebody who stands out, well, we just don't have a realtor in that area then. Because they want to make sure that these are experts at what they do, and they have great track records and great marketing plans so that you're not just subjected to, we'll have another open house this weekend, so make sure your house is immaculate, okay? And then you can leave for the weekend while people tromp through your house.
You can be there just as long as we're not.
Right.
And we're going to be there all weekend, so.
So we'll see you Monday, maybe. So when you're buying a house, when you're selling a house, they're both really tough to do, and it's the biggest investment you're ever going to make. So you want somebody who can see you through that whole process. And if you're relocating and you're buying and selling, then it's really important to have a realtor you can trust. These are all fans of the show, so you got a lot in common with them. Real Estate Agents I Trust. The name says it all. Go to realestateagentsitrust.com. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Les White and the cultural appropriators tweets.
Coming at you Saturday night in downtown Dallas.
No, we can't stop saying the NFL is racist towards black QBs. These huge contracts are obviously a ploy to cover up the racism.
Yeah. Well, Colin Kaepernick is still out of the league.
Thank you.
Still not playing.
Thank you.
So.
Right. So is Tim Tebow, but that's beside the point. That doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Let's see. Who had the better record, Tim Tebow or... Should look into that.
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure.
Higher winning percentage?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get back to you.
Tebow didn't play that many games as a starter, but...
I will say he was...
Kaepernick, he went to a Super Bowl, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so...
Well, that's because they played the Falcons, who crumbled in the NFC Championship game at home. But I recall Tim Tebow won his first playoff game.
Yeah, in Denver, right?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Against the Steelers, I think.
Crystal from Apocalypse USA. My dad had a Jeep Cherokee, bought it brand new. 3 years later, he opened the door, and it came off the Jeep.
See?
Well, that's part of Jeeps. I mean, the original Jeeps, you didn't have a door either.
We went a few days without the driver's side door.
That's awesome.
Door free is only acceptable on Jeep Wranglers.
That's great.
You know.
So maybe the piece of junk thing is accurate.
Thank you.
John Galt. John Galt.
Wow, we found him.
Found him. So just to be clear, children under 7 need parents' permission to watch Dumbo, Peter Pan, and Swiss Family Robinson. But children as young as 3 should be able to transition their sex without parental input. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What a doomed society. Isn't that the truth?
So
I mean, why is that a problem,
crazy.
John Galt? Whatever.
From Tyler B. Swiss Family Robinson has white people in brown and yellow face to portray Arab and Asian pirates.
There you go.
Forgot about that.
There you go. That's exactly what it is.
Yep. Hateful movie that is. Hateful, hateful movie. Paul N. 74. So just found out today that my company is forcing vaccinations or termination. Jeez, is that even legal?
I don't know.
The ACLU needs to be involved. Come on.
That can't be a condition of employment after you've already been hired.
Right.
And now you're going to grandfather that in?
Just retroactively? No.
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 I don't think that's even legal. You should look into that.
I mean, I can see making it part of employment, making part of the deal. I can actually see that.
When you're hired,
yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
Not after you've been hired and worked there for a time.
That's a dangerous
contracts,
precedent.
New contracts signed.
No, I'm saying
I don't think that holds up at all. I don't think that.
No,
holds
I'm
up.
saying I'm not even willing to give them.
No, I know.
New employment,
right?
Because eventually, that's just the way it is, man. Oh gosh, no, thank you.
That's amazing. Jeez. 888-900-3393. Also,
do you know what corner you're going to be on sleeping without a job, Keith?
Hang on a second.
Are you going to be homeless without the job?
I'm not listening.
After we find out that it's a requirement of working at the Blaze.
All I know is that Tim Tebow has a better win percentage than Colin Kaepernick.
I thought so.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
awesome.
so.
So what? Still not in the league. Colin Kaepernick, racism.
Right. Neither is Tim Tebow. But that's not racism.
No.
That has to do with how bad a quarterback he is.
Thank you.
Colin Kaepernick, we all know to be one of the greatest quarterbacks in the history of the league.
And it was good when he knelt, but not when Tebow knelt.
Right.
No. When Tebow knelt, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was mock-worthy when Tebow knelt.
Was.
Because it wasn't during the anthem. So.
Well, he was kneeling for some other.
Yeah, he was for some other purpose.
I don't know what it was.
By the way, yet another woman has accused Andrew Cuomo.
Oh, what's the Cuomo count up to?
6.
Cuomo count.
Six and counting.
You know,
a sixth woman has leveled allegations of sexually inappropriate conduct against Governor Andrew Cuomo, accusing him of touching her without consent late last year. Now, he still says he didn't touch anybody inappropriately.
But she hasn't.
She hasn't what?
She hasn't filed a complaint or come forward. It's other people.
Well, she's come forward. She's told people about it.
Yeah.
And they told people for her.
We've got it second and third hand.
So?
That doesn't count.
I like that.
Yes, it does.
That doesn't count.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Here's the thing. All 6 of them count exactly the same because he still hasn't been proven to have done anything that's
correct,
wrong,
that's
or
true.
Inappropriate, or fire-worthy. But what we do have proof of is that he sent COVID-19 patients to nursing homes.
I know, and we've. This story is getting,
it's ridiculous.
I know,
it's asinine. He kissed my hand. Shut up.
I know. I know.
Move your hand if you don't want him to kiss it. When he takes your hand and you see his face coming toward your hand, pull your hand away.
And this last one.
Well, I can't because he's the governor. I'm sorry. No, yes, you can.
This last one, apparently, she told someone who then told the boss, who then the boss had to report it. But we don't know who it is, and she hasn't come forward. Well, okay.
But he did touch her, and he says he didn't touch her inappropriately. So what does that mean? Where did he touch? If you touch a person's arm, is that now sexually harassing the person?
I guess so.
The small of the back, when their back is bare, is one thing.
Wait.
That probably is inappropriate, especially when you just met the young woman. And
where are you supposed to touch her?
You're not. You're not supposed to touch her.
Mind,
just leave her alone.
Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that phrase is going to be in so many
Where
tweets
are you supposed
today.
to touch her then?
Where are you supposed to touch her?
Well, first of all,
look.
How do I know where to touch her if I don't start touching her?
You're not going to know until she responds.
Until she says, no, don't touch me there. I don't know what I'm not supposed to touch.
What's he supposed to do?
Just say no.
You can't read a chick's mind.
How was I supposed to know that her snoobs were off limits? How was I supposed to know that?
She didn't even say anything.
Oh, no. How was I supposed to know her snoobs were off limits? I want to say that Pat made that up, but it really feels like...
It does feel like that came from Jeffy, doesn't it? It feels like it came directly from Jeffy.
That's like we said before. The guy is such a douchebag.
Yeah, he is a douchebag.
He's such a douchebag.
as in every other case, he deserves due process.
I know.
Prove it. Let's see it.
Al Capone, man.
Prove
That's
it.
all this is.
Yes.
Yep, that's all it
Al
is.
Capone, baby.
They can't get him on the negligent homicide charge, so they're going to get him on the sexual
Pat
harassment.
Gray. Only on
888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. I was just looking over our video list here. What haven't we played that we should play here?
Probably
in the last half hour?
the mayoral candidate from Arlington, Texas. I think you would really enjoy that.
It's a mayor ad. Mm-hmm. Donnie Anthony.
Donnie Anthony for mayor. Yeah, let's see if Pat likes this one.
Arlington, Texas?
Yep. Whoa, look at that.
We're not a democracy.
We're not a democracy. That's it. That's the whole ad.
That's it.
Nice.
That's the entire ad. You're looking at it right there.
If this is Arlington, that means Donnie, thanks for listening.
And Donnie, that's Donnie, the female Donnie.
Donnie Anthony, yeah.
Donnie for
D-O-N-I.
mayor.
All right.
A couple of things. Thank
That's
you
good,
for listening.
Donnie. Thank
And
you. Yes,
I'm a
definitely.
fan.
Yeah, I'm a fan, too.
That's the entire ad.
And I think she might be a fan of ours.
Absolutely.
I thought you'd like that.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Absolutely.
I do like that.
Yeah.
I
So
did see where someone this weekend mentioned that they were on a flight where they were told by the flight attendant that masks are required. It's a law, and they said it was
No,
it was
it's not.
It was everything they had not to go. It's not a law.
Right.
I would have done that. I think I would have said it loud enough for many people around me to have heard it anyway.
Yes.
Because it isn't a law. It's an edict from some executive,
Right.
either your mayor or your governor.
Whatever. And if it's airlines, I mean, that's just airlines.
Right.
Hello.
Yes, exactly. Now, I guess you can run your business the way you want to. You
Sure.
kick people
Absolutely.
off for not wearing a mask, but I wouldn't be doing that in light of the fact that you're losing billions of dollars
They
and using
don't.
my tax-paying dollar
They don't care.
to stay in business.
They don't care.
They don't care.
You still
They
trying to
really
figure
don't.
out which videos you might want to watch over there? Is it still a thing?
No, because then you're going to start suggesting animal videos.
Well, I mean, do you want
I
another
was
one of these?
not looking for.
You want any one
Another
of
one of
these,
these. What?
Happy Hippo biscuits? Can I tempt you with
No, you can't.
Somebody sent us
No.
these perfect foods.
My gosh, those are delicious.
I don't know what is in it, but it might as well be
Crack.
crack.
I
It
think
has to be.
crack is in it.
Nobody.
Yeah, but if you have to trade that for animal videos, it's time to stop.
This
Yeah.
right here. I don't know
Exactly.
who sent them, but thank you. There
Yeah,
was no address.
delicious.
There's no note. It could be poison. We don't care.
What company
tastes
is
good.
it? Kinder? They're Kinder,
Kinder,
right?
yeah. Happy Hippo biscuits, and they
so
come in
good.
this right here, and we are completely hooked. So congratulations. So I can't trade you
We're like drug addicts now.
a pug video for one of these.
No.
Okay, I tried.
This is the screaming pug?
Screaming pug. Somebody
Oh
sent
my
us
gosh, you're
All
gonna
right,
make the
give
trade.
me the.
There you go.
I'm going to make
You're
it.
gonna make the
All
trade.
right, that means I have a problem.
Pat,
all
you,
right.
you need to go to
I know.
Kinder Anonymous.
I
Man.
know.
Look, time to trim the dog's nails. See,
Oh, God,
and dogs don't like
video.
this. You know.
Hug, you have to stop. It's okay. Hug,
Listen to that voice.
chill. Okay.
Come on, that's funny.
Stop it.
That's funny.
Yes. Look at that. You got your food treat, and you laughed at an animal video. I could give you a whole box of these if you want to play the cat
No,
video.
man. No, I don't want.
okay.
Well, I don't know.
Disgust me.
Come on, that was kind of
You
funny.
disgust
That was kind of funny.
A whole box for a cat video.
Kind of funny. What a weird sound for a dog to make. That sounds like a kid or a human.
A human, right?
That's CGI.
No,
the
it's
whole
not.
thing.
Stop it. All right, the cat thing. What is that again?
no.
And that's
Remind me
long.
what
It's
that
long. You got to
is?
commit for 3 minutes.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
I
it's,
can't
it's
do
the guy.
3
You bail on it when you
minutes.
want. You'll still get the whole box, right?
All right.
It's the guy with the cats around the house.
All right, let's see.
There you go.
Are you kidding me?
So much fun.
He's in the bath with him, of course.
Are you serious?
Dude, ruining my bubble bath.
This isn't normal.
Yes, it is.
There's nothing about this is normal. Are you
Bubble bath.
serious? Are you kidding me?
Oh, they're at the park together. That's cute, right?
Adorable.
Hey Google, stop music.
Spa
What am I
day.
doing? What are you doing?
We're having a spa day.
Spa day. Okay. All right.
We're having a spa day.
Let's go, Chase.
Look at this caddis.
Let's go, Chase.
Chase the cat's having none of it.
Come on.
It's spa day,
Fine.
woman.
Hey, you go play.
That's amazing. The cat will let the cucumbers be on her eyes.
you
Come
doing
on.
with my cat?
Come on, Jeffy.
He's my helper for today.
Helper. Jeffy's the helper.
Get out of there. Get out.
Chase does not want to be disturbed by
Oh,
her.
this is weird. Come here. You put my cats in a bassinet.
Sure.
It's story time.
Story time. Yeah, be
You guys ready
quiet.
to learn your ABCs?
What do you mean you're teaching the cats how... You can't teach a cat how to jump. You gotta be kidding me.
Toonses.
Okay, Chase. That's where we're at. Hands in the steering wheel. Let's go.
That cat, man. So chill.
All right. I think we've
You
had
had
enough
enough?
of the cat video. Yeah.
If you make me sit through this whole thing for that whole
I'm not-
box of
no.
snacks, man.
I'm as bad as the cat if I do that.
Now, I will say, and it's obviously not a requirement, but you would probably do 2 hours of animal videos for some Brooker's ice cream, right? And that's
Probably,
because
yes.
they sent another shipment, and we're going to be gorging on that after the program. Mm-hmm. That is, greatest ice cream ever.
So good. Yeah, so good.
Jeffy,
No, I love Brooker's ice cream.
Yeah.
Not doing cat videos.
worth a shot.
All right. 888-900-3393. So we had the great potential mayor of Arlington there.
Yeah.
Telling us this is
No
not
doubt.
a democracy. On the other hand, we got this guy running for, is he running for governor
Mayor
of the state of Utah?
of Sandy, Utah.
This is running for governor of Sandy, Utah.
I might have been drunk
there's
when
no
I wrote
governor
that. I
of
don't
Sandy,
know.
Utah.
I was probably drinking. I don't recall.
Okay, this guy's running for mayor of Sandy, which is a suburb of Salt Lake City.
Or governor.
And here he is.
This guy's not stable. No. So he's mocking. Joe Biden is the winner, and he's mocking Trump. Wow.
That's really bad. That's really bad.
Good luck, Sandy. I hope you have some other prospects
Sandy,
there.
Utah is not voting for that guy. I guarantee you that.
No, come on now.
Wow. Maybe if he's running for mayor of Salt Lake City, maybe
Got a shot?
Yeah, he's got a shot, but not in
Now,
Sandy.
what
No.
if he were running for governor of Sandy, Utah? Could he maybe take
could
that
win that
office?
position?
I mean, as
because it doesn't
stable as he
exist,
looks,
yes.
perhaps he is actually
He
running
might.
for governor.
Thank you.
of Sandy.
Thank you for bailing me out, Jeffy. Yes, that's probably what he was thinking.
Seriously, what?
Deranged, man.
Deranged and bad. Just
Right.
embarrassingly bad. Do you have no shame at all?
I guess not.
I guess
no.
the answer is
You're,
no.
wait,
the answer is
you
no.
looked at Jeffy when you asked that question of all people?
Well, we know he has.
Thank
no
you.
shame.
All right.
Please.
So, guess it was rhetorical.
Right.
Just tell me no. That's all,
All
you
right.
need to do.
Let me tell you about Built Bar, another delicious item that is actually pretty darn healthy. Really good for you. It's a protein bar that has 16 to 20 grams of protein, but only 110 to 160 grams of calories. And it tastes delicious.
Lemon cheesecake is
Oh, the
on
lemon.
Oh, the lemon
docket.
cheesecake
I
is
love
good.
the lemon
Well,
and the
you-
lemon cheesecake. And they got a bunch of variations on that. They also have raspberry, orange, just flavors like that are incredible. They have the chocolate chip cookie dough, the cookies and cream. They
Yeah, I ate
have
it.
carrot cake if you like that. I mean, it's caramel brownie, peanut butter. That one is fantastic.
We already ate them. All these that you're mentioning, Jeffy and I, when
Ate
you were
them
out
all.
of the room the other
Oh,
day.
Did you? You ate them all?
And
Sorry
the
about that.
caramel always goes first.
So good. So this is what can get you through the day. If you get really, really hungry and you don't want to eat really bad things for you, get a Built Bar and eat that. It's so satisfying and so delicious. Go to BuiltBar.com. Use the promo code PAT20. You'll get 20% off your next order. Promo code PAT20 for 20% off at BuiltBar.com.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Did you see that on International Women's Day, they passed in South Dakota. They passed a bill prohibiting biological men from participating in women's sports.
Wow!
And they're getting all kinds of flack
They're
for it.
so against LGBTQ.
Right? Thank you. Yes.
IA.
At least the trans part of the LGBTQIA2+ people. And some of those are apparently in conflict with each other now. It seems like the lesbian women and the trans women aren't getting along, and
No,
I'm a
they are
little
not.
worried about it.
No,
I'm a
they
little
are not.
worried.
Are you?
Does it keep you up at night?
It does.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm a little
Want
concerned.
them to
hear
get
that.
along, or
We need them to get along.
okay?
So they're not right now.
No.
They're not.
No, they are not.
It's interesting to watch this because you've got competing groups
You
here.
sure do.
Who was it? Oh, it was Biden the other day. It was saying trans rights are human rights. That's their thing now. Women's rights are human rights. Trans rights are human rights. Gay rights are human rights. Animal rights are human rights. I don't know.
That's what they were questioning. The one senator was questioning the lady that wants to be part of the Department of Justice. Right, she's going through the nomination process, and he was questioning her yesterday about that, talking about how she of course, she doesn't want to answer it, and tries to dodge the question because he brought up the issue that Joyner was the fastest woman on earth. And there's been like 19 high school boys that have beaten that record. And, how do you feel about boys competing as women? And, of course, human rights.
Trans rights are human rights.
Trumps it all, yeah.
Okay, that's no answer. Right. So are women's rights, though, and those two are conflicting with each other right now.
Yeah, they are.
So you can't have it both ways. You can't say trans rights are human rights, women's rights are human rights, and then just pick trans rights over women's rights. You can't.
Well,
you can't.
I mean, that certainly is what's happening.
It is what's happening, and it needs to stop because, as Kristi Noem said, in South Dakota, we're celebrating International Women's Day by defending women's sports. I'm excited to sign this bill very soon. It's so that women don't have to compete against biological men. It just doesn't make sense to allow it.
That's good to hear that women are still higher on the totem pole than trans women in some states. I appreciate that.
Yeah, well, at least their rights should not be trumped by trans rights.
Right.
They shouldn't. One shouldn't take precedent over the other.
Yeah.
Women's rights should not be trampled on because you're trying to you're trying to appease a tiny segment of our population.
Make your own league. I don't understand. I mean, then
Yes.
you don't have to worry about
Right.
who gets preferential treatment, if you want to call that, of upholding women's rights.
That's not good enough.
I mean, think about
You
it.
can't have your own bathroom. You can't. No, that is not good enough.
Trans people make up 0.7% of the population. Okay, so trans women, you would think, make up half of that. So 0.35% of that population.
Is that the right number?
And they're going to
now?
trump the 51% of women in this country?
Is that the right number now, though? Because it seems
I
to
don't
me
know.
I heard, they actually, well, maybe they're, and that's probably a lie, but they were talking about
Oh,
how
there's
those
more now.
numbers are, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Those
1
numbers have
point.
gone through.
I think they're claiming 1.7 or 1.8 or something now.
That's just huge, right? I mean, there's so many.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a lot more than 0.7.
Yes, it is.
But they're claiming
Not a lot more.
They're claiming 11% bisexual now. They just did this study a couple of weeks ago of young people. And supposedly, the younger you are, the bigger chance you have of being bisexual or gay. Now, why would that be if everybody's born that way? Then the number should stay the same, right? It should pretty much stay the same if you're not being affected by what's going on socially.
Right.
Except that doesn't seem to be the case right now.
No, it is not. So they're getting it both ways.
They're having it both
ways.
As
of
always.
Course.
As always.
Yes.
Just as they have.
Well, that's why they're bi. No, never mind. That's another joke.
Yeah. That's why they also have it both ways on virtually every left-wing cause. Climate change, they have it both ways on that. So there's no winning on any of these issues. You just can't win. By the way, the airlines are asking the White House to develop standardized COVID-19 travel passports. China already has it. China's the first country in the world to officially have the COVID-19 passports.
That's who you want to model your society
And that's
after.
what we're modeling after.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
The people that brought us the social credit score.
Yeah. So we can mirror that, and we can have the health passport, which is terrific. Because I looked at China for all the kinds of really good ideas that you're looking for in the United States of America.
Yes.
Don't you?
Yes.
Doesn't everybody?
Oh, my gosh. Yes.
I think we all feel that way.
I mean, they're allowing dogs to identify as wolves in zoos. So, I mean, we want to follow them in every way.
They've obviously set the standard on rights.
Well, I mean, we already,
for a long
beside
time.
the passports, I mean, we've already started down the road of if you're vaccinated, you get to do this. If you're not vaccinated, we're not letting you in, right? I mean, countries are already doing that, including here in the U.S., right?
Right.
So they've already started. If you have to show that you've been vaccinated. I don't know what kind of proof you have to have. I guess you get a little medallion you wear around your neck or something.
Maybe they'll give you a little sticker like you get after you vote. I voted. I vaccinated. And then you get to wear that around.
It's actually not
everywhere. It's a good idea, right? Or a tattoo. Or, maybe you stick a little chip inside your wrist right there.
Now
and then
you're
you can
talking.
just have it scanned.
It's
and
just
that'll show
easier.
that you've been
Convenient.
vaccinated.
It's just easier.
It's a convenient way
Right.
So
to
you
be.
don't lose it.
Yeah. Plus, it would help us. You could put a GPS locator in there, so if you ever got kidnapped, we can find
know
you.
where you were.
We know where you were. If
Well,
your
at least
children
we
ever
know
get
where
kidnapped.
that part of your arm was.
You know what? I tell you what. If this, what you say, chip, if this could unlock the back doors of my vehicles,
then
right?
you'd be okay with
I
it?
might finally be on board with this thing.
Okay.
Whereas, right now it's such a hassle where you have to unlock it in the front and then you have to open the door and then hit the unlock and then it unlocks the back door.
Yeah.
If this thing in my wrist, you say, right?
Yeah.
If I just waved it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else would help? It's already showing that you've been vaccinated. We might as well put all your other health information
Yeah, see,
on there,
why
too.
not?
All your health information, your banking information on there. You don't need to carry around a debit
Nobody
card
wants to
anymore.
carry around
You
those-
just use the chip.
Those clunky cards.
Right. You don't need that. You just scan your wrist. You always have your wrist with you.
Could it act as a business card?
Usually, yeah.
Could we put our wrists close together and it would just give you my business card and it would show up on your phone
You
later?
never cross the streams.
What do you mean you never cross
Never
the
don't?
No, you can't cross the streams like
Oh,
that.
So
well
I
then
guess
now
no,
I'm
you
out.
can't-
I don't care
You
now.
can't do that.
Sounds
All
stupid.
right.
now.
Jeffy says you can't, so I guess not.
I mean, I'm ready. I'm
I was
almost
willing
ready
to
for the
allow
chip.
it, but he's not. so.
I didn't say
ready.
make physical contact, Jeffy. Just
I'm
close
ready,
enough.
man.
Everybody's ready for the chip. Just about. I don't think anybody cares anymore. Yeah, if it makes it
do it.
convenient for me, I'm going to do
Yes,
it.
Just do it.
I mean, look what we caved into so far, okay? At the beginning, Texans were resistant to the toll tag. Well, I don't want them to have
people
every
follow me
information.
where I'm at.
Follows me wherever I go. They'll know where I am at all times. Nobody resists the toll tag anymore.
No way.
Nobody does.
I can get there 2 minutes faster. I'm taking the
toll. And
I'm going to pay through the nose for
no
it.
doubt.
I don't have to slow down and go through the toll booth anymore. I can just speed through and you just do it electronically. Okay.
No
I'm
problem.
in. I'm in. We've given up on everything. Virtually everything.
I'm not
let's
giving
not
up on
fight
the
anymore.
chip or the vaccine, though.
I hope I don't cave into the vaccine or the chip, but especially the chip.
If it
I
comes down,
may take the vaccine. I don't know.
Me too. But if it comes down to the chip, the final people that say no, you're going to have to.
I know.
You're just going to have to because there won't be a way for you to do what you want to do.
That's when you hope that you can sustain yourself far, far away from society.
This is promising.
The village.
No problem, Unabomber.
Yeah.
Dr. Mark Siegel at Fox over the weekend said that there's an experimental drug called, I don't know, something here that I can't pronounce, could be the future of coronavirus treatment. It's a pill. He predicted the at-home therapeutic, which could hit the U.S. market in 4 or 5 months, could be enough to turn the pandemic on its head and prove to be the holy grail of COVID-19 treatment.
Wow.
Nice.
He said it may be the holy grail on this because it was studied in phase 2 trials and it literally stopped the virus in its tracks. Yeah. Wow. And there wasn't any virus found in the patients that were studied. So once you get the virus, you can take this pill and it kills it.
That's awesome.
Then what do I need the vaccine for?
Yeah, they said it's similar to like a Tamiflu treatment, right?
Wow.
For the flu, take 4 or 5 days worth, and then you're done.
Yes.
So what this means is, because it says within the next 4 months, right?
4 to 5.
4 to 5 months. Okay, so it's a 5-day treatment available in 4 to 5 months, which means the federal government has 4 to 5 months to figure out how to lock us down with the vaccines. Or who knows, maybe the chip by then, as fast as we're moving. Because they're not going to let this thing see the light of day. Not this government.
This would absolutely preclude me getting the vaccine.
I know.
You come out with a Tamiflu type treatment for the virus. Why wouldn't I take that instead of a vaccine that has no side effect? If it doesn't have any side effects, so I definitely would take that over the vaccine.
Right, but you would take the vaccine in theory over the chip, correct?
Well, of course, yes.
But what if the federal government comes in and go, hey, if you take that chip, we'll give you 2 boxes of the Happy Hippo
well, now
biscuits.
you made it impossible to decide. Now you made it.
Every man has his price, am I right?
Yes. And my price is 2 boxes of the Kinder treatment. I'll take the Kinder treatment.
I am your dealer.
Whatever you need.
Yeah.
Whatever. So I'm selling out to the... What is it?
So what?
The Antichrist? Is that what it is?
No.
Are you more concerned, just right now, on everything you know or have learned in your 29 years of life, Pat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, are you more concerned about what the vaccine could do to your body or this foreign object, the microchip in your body?
The microchip. For sure.
It's long term. It's in, but once you get the vaccine, it's just like,
I'm not putting a chip inside of me. I don't care what the offer is. I don't care what the explanation is. I don't care what the safety record is. I'm not doing that.
Perhaps the vaccine and the proof that lives on your phone or whatever is the mark. Maybe it's all connected to this vaccine and proof that you belong in this society, because we've already talked about the CDC changing it. We've got...
So there's a chip in the virus? The
no,
vaccine?
No, it could be a QR code. It could be your mark, right? To say that you're vaccinated, that you're allowed to participate in society, because that's what the CDC did. They changed it and made 2 societies.
So I've taken the vaccine and they put the UPC code in me?
No, not UPC. Come on. I'm not running you through a Kroger scanner. No, the
I know what you're talking
the QR code
I know.
could be. It's just a theory. I don't know, man. It's setting up to be 2 separate societies, is it not?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Just put the chip in so you can make life easier.
Does it unlock my back door? Does it unlock my back door? Then I'm in.
All you have to do isn't yours like mine? If you touch the back door with your key in your pocket, all of them unlock.
No, and I'm bitter about that.
You can't do that?
No.
Really?
No.
What kind of car do you have? What kind of crappy,
trust me, I just said
what are you
tiny
driving
car.
a Jeep?
Bitter about this. A Jeep.
Pat Gray, only on the Blaze Radio Network.